to our episode of SRB TV. I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And on this other special episode, we are going to take a look at the Avengers War Table for July 2020. Now, of course, this is the big Squeenix Crystal Dynamics game.
Yeah.
Where it's pretty much think high budget Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
That's all it is really. And in the last one we watched, it was finally showing more gameplay and more of like what's going to be like in the game, but still really I don't know. It's still, I think, it's still really mixed with a lot of people right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to be kind with it, but still be critical.
I know, it's like you want to be kind with it because it's Marvel and it looks good, but you still have to be very critical of like what you want in a Marvel game.
It hasn't really. It's swimming in sevens.
Yeah.
Easy Allies, best way to put it. It's swimming in sevens. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not saying it's an amazing game. I'm saying it's kind of a down the road in the middle game.
It feels like it'll get better. It's like one of those games where it's like it starts off weak, but then it may possibly get stronger by the following year at that point.
It feels like they're promising and showing us stuff, but not really showing us everything we need to know about the game, which has a lot of people worried. Like, it is a bit frame ratey in some points. There's not clear details about microtransactions that exactly give you. Apparently, it's just cosmetics, and they already said that all the bonus story content will be free. They haven't been clear on how the additional characters will work, if they'll be paid. You pay them. That's one of the things it's going to tackle is additional characters post-launch, as well as details on the upcoming beta. Because that's
what this one is on next.
Those who pre-order the beta,
pre-order the game,
will get access to a closed access beta 2 weeks before an open beta at the end of August.
Everybody
at the end of August.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remain optimistic, but you can't help but to have your doubts considering that it feels Destiny like. Yeah. And it feels like
it's not one of those games where it's like it's trying to stand out on its own. It's trying to use elements from other games that helped other games, but it's like, to me, if you're trying to do Avengers, make it different. Make it stand out to where it's like, this is a reason why you should buy this game and why it makes it so unique and different in its own way at this point.
Yeah, so here we go. Here's our, it's best to say, we're just going to jump right into it.
We're going to jump right into this. This is the Avengers War Table, pretty much for July, and this time they're going to be discussing anything and everything, pretty much beta-wise, so what to expect.
And additional content.
Yeah, any additional content, surprises, or anything like that. So let's dive into this again for Avengers War Table. For
July 2020.
Yeah, for July 2020 beta content. So here we go.
Really?
In times like this, when it all seems hopeless, that's when we got to stand strong.
That's your damn bring up. Everybody still thinks they look like discount stunt versions of Avengers.
And they do bring up, I think Easy Eyes brought up the best way. It's like, okay, so you have robots, okay? For like villains and things like that.
And you just watched Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics Avengers War Table stream.
We actually got a lot of gameplay. We got a lot more information than anyone was ever expecting.
MODOK was announced as the villain? What?
They're trying to get big reactors,
But I also like that they're...
Yeah, that's why I don't have us in there.
I know.
We're too big for them.
It's like,
we're too big.
MODOK, here's AIM. That's exciting to me that we're not just fighting Ultron again.
Dude, this is crazy. So each mission is going to be based on that certain...
They're trying to get the positive message.
They're trying to get the positive...
Because there's still a lot of people that have their doubts with it.
Many customization options, play how you want to with each character.
I like the idea of my...
Blind Wave.
Fucking Blind Wave!
You need
I'm waiting to see if they got Easy Allies. I doubt it.
No, the I remember the Allies' reaction. They were still having real rejects. Fucking hell!
Breadth of modes you could get into.
I didn't know we were getting so much from this live stream. This is crazy.
Co-op and Warzone.
Online co-op.
So we'll be a part of it.
But these are legit. To be honest, these are legit.
Yeah.
YouTubers.
Yeah, no, yeah.
These are legit people. Nothing against them. Like Uncaged Games is like amazing too.
I'm in.
Like I said, I'm still psyched for the game, but I can't help to feel the doubt. That's why I have that balance. I listen to the really optimistic people. I listen to the not so optimistic people to balance myself out.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone who joined our first Marvel's Avengers War Table last month. And extra thanks as well for telling us what you like and what you want to see in future shows. We are reading your posts and comments, so please keep them coming.
Why did it look like stunt people from the MCU films? Why? LOL, hashtag 69.
Breaking down everything you need
69.
We'll share a glimpse at how our game will expand after launch, starting with our first post-launch hero. And we'll have a few surprises.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
This is Beta.
No, this is Avengers. More footage like this.
More footage, this is what I'm enjoying.
Jarvis. Beta.
Walkthrough. Okay.
The beta opens with the entire Golden Gate Bridge demo, dropping players
okay.
a chain of events that led to the A-Day disaster. This is 25 minutes of gameplay and a great introduction to how each hero plays.
Oh, it's basically a tutorial.
Get people started and into it.
We built the Golden Gate Bridge sequence to be this roller coaster ride of an experience, with huge set pieces, tons of combat and traversal, and Taskmaster boss battles. And it's also a chance to try out many of each of the heroes' special combos, heroics, and specific moves. From there, the beta starts to open up just like the full game does, giving you new single-player hero missions and eventually single-player or co-op war zones to discover.
Wow, okay.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
As Kamala and Hulk, you'll travel to the dense forests of the American Pacific Northwest on the trail of the Olympia Archive, the last known location of Jarvis.
Oh, I'm trying to find Jarvis.
Missions showcasing Hulk's destructive capabilities. Later, you'll take the Quinjet to a remote war zone in the frozen Russian tundra called Missing Links to uncover S.H.I.E.L.D. secrets hidden deep underground.
We're working with them too.
We chose these missions for the beta because they feature a diverse mix of locales, from wide open spaces for you to bound through and explore, to underground AIM complexes bristling with high-tech security at some, let's just say, smashable interiors.
That's cool, Sean.
You can expect heavy resistance, whichever beta missions you play, including a showdown with Abomination.
What you got there, Cricket?
You should test everything that you've learned so far. It was really important for us to create a beta with a variety of experiences that show off the epic scale of the game.
I like the way Hulk looks.
I know, looks very detailed.
Yeah.
So these missions give you a look into the world of our story and our characters, which sees a young Kamala Khan stepping up against AIM to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes when the world needs them the most.
Looking sharp, guys.
Combine the Golden Gate Bridge sequence and these hero story missions for an already good-sized beta. But because Marvel's Avengers is all about the team, we knew that we needed to give you even more than that.
The posing.
Once you complete the single-player story content, you'll have 4 different heroes to choose from to play in some great war zones and arm rooms that we picked for the
I was wondering what they were talking about for a second.
Iron Man,
The basic.
Kamala Khan, Black Widow, and Hulk.
Okay.
And
It's
that
a
means
bit of flavor
you don't
for
have
each
to
of them.
pick just one.
Yeah.
You can play them all. As you progress through the beta, you are given access to the Helicarrier, Jarvis, and the War Table, where you can play 4-player co-op in 3 different types of missions.
Okay.
Homerooms, war zones, and drop zones. Let's start with Homerooms. Our holographic augmented reality machine rooms, or Homerooms for short, are virtual training simulators where heroes can take on waves of increasingly difficult enemies either solo, with a team of companion AI, or with up to 4 live players. You begin in the Homeroom training mission, which runs you through the paces of learning to control a hero. From there, you unlock 3
best
arm
control Iron Man
challenge
in
rooms
any
to
game.
test your team.
I know, right?
Bring your best hero build to see if you have what it takes to complete all 3. Harm challenge rooms are a great place to hone your combat skills both individually and as a team. While anyone can play the game, you'll need to focus and work together to make it into the most elite spaces. How many can you and your team complete? You can track your progress, and once you finish, you earn a nameplate that carries over to the full retail version of the game, showing that you not only played in the beta, you excel. Once you reach this point in the beta and have an operational war table, you can also go online and tackle a series of war zone and drop zone missions. We talked a lot about co-op and war zones in the first Marvel's Avengers War Table. But to recap, war zones are missions you can play with up to 4 heroes you've unlocked as companion AI with 3 other players, or a mix of both. There are 5 beta war zones to play and a wide variety of AIM enemies to take down, including a range of human and robotic foes.
Oh shit, that one.
The first thing you notice is how each hero's traversal is true to the hero. Flyers like Iron Man approach from the air with Hulk picking up momentum as he bounds forward. Kamala and Black Widow may be on foot, but they both have unique traversal abilities to grapple and swing, throwing themselves in the air and even chaining
I feel like that's
swings to
hinting at
increase
Spider-Man.
speed.
Yeah, they're trying to.
They're hinting at Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're hinting at it big
Your
time.
upper left heads up.
That feels like Spider-Man
Tell me you have
territory
the
there.
information. Trigger tactical awareness to see everything.
You have to
that's
move
available
around
to do
quickly,
in
so it's like, how are you going to
For
move around
instance,
quickly with this one
that
hero?
right there is what we call a POI, or point of interest. This POI is a bunker. Bunkers usually have small environmental puzzles that unlock a door once they're solved, and they're usually inside like
puzzles
gear,
that big.
resources,
Puzzles.
and
Okay.
also
I can
collectible
handle that.
contents.
Oh, nice. Oh, of course, that's probably gonna be it. Data drop
Missions on the war table can take as short as 10 minutes and as long as 2 hours. Drop zones are among the smaller, more focused versions of war zones, and they almost always have a single objective. The beta drop zones are designed to let you and your team drop in for a single hit-and-run encounter, and in the full game, they're great for earning gear or leveling heroes. Whether you play with
Grinding.
friends or with your companion,
Grinding, yeah.
That's what it is. It's mainly grinding.
Grinding,
you
yeah.
get out, and you're done.
Nice work.
We built the beta to let you sample many of the different types of gameplay and systems that you'll find in a full game. The beta includes missions built for different players and power levels. And as you build your hero, you will find that you can take on increasingly ambitious missions. Progression is one of the main systems in the full game, and the beta delivers a taste for earning experience and leveling up your Avengers. In the beta, you'll have access to 1 of 3 starting skill pages for each hero. The others open up when the game launches. As you earn experience, you level up, and each level grants you a skill point. You spend these to unlock skills.
Yeah,
and
skill
for each
trees.
of your
Yeah, I got
that's what
that.
it is.
That's all it is.
It's skill tree. That's all.
First
Yeah.
Marvel's Avengers War Table, we talked about heroics and ultimates, and we teased the Hulkbuster. The Hulkbuster is Iron Man's ultimate, and you can use
Oh,
it
it's
in
one of his
the beta.
ultimate abilities.
Right
Yeah.
off the bat, you'll see it as a powerhouse of, well, power. Hulkbuster comes equipped with rocket-propelled melee attack combos and overpowered
pretty
dash
badass.
attacks
It's
that
pretty
can
cool.
literally sweep enemies off the battlefield.
Right now, the footage you're showing is less frame rate.
Yeah.
Punches.
It's like they're listening to what people are trying to say.
Rocket cannon, including an extra powerful repulsor blast.
Got a
and
rocket
slam
punch,
attack,
that's amazing.
And the
Yeah.
ability to sustain tons of damage. There are also some alternate deployment methods. I will leave that to you to discover in the beta.
Is it over?
I'll probably hide
You'll
you
also
get it.
earn gear as you play, and as you level up, you'll have access to better gear with more powerful perks.
Yeah, we know
and
that.
that
You
is
said that
just
last
in the
time.
beta. In the full game, you have
Oh,
3
sure, it's
skill
looking at his
pages,
banner.
an extensive
The-
gear
yeah.
in your perfect playstyle, and build out your Avengers roster to play your way. Speaking of your roster, During our first Marvel's Avengers War Table, we mentioned that playing with your companion AI was a great alternative if you prefer your superhero game solo. There's a very good reason why we like them so much. These are your heroes playing alongside you on your team that you've unlocked and you are leveling. So let's say you start the mission as the Hulk. The game then adds your Iron Man, your Black Widow.
Oh, ones you customize.
The ones you've customized over time.
Okay, cool.
Which is cool.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, that's
You
nice.
can then mix and match.
No, it's
nice.
It's not bad because it's like at least you get to see your character you formed, you
This is a
created,
great
you worked
way
your
for
butt
a
off.
solo player to
Yeah.
play as a team in the full game.
Because you can at least customize them to where, like, if I'm going solo, you three are, and I want to go full, like, hog wild.
Yeah.
You three are backup for me.
And you already have they have your playstyle already installed on them. In a way.
Yeah, so you know what you're doing.
This was a quick overview of the beta.
Yeah. Beta, yeah, it's a little taste of everything. That's fine.
Combine co-op and single-player missions. And 4 heroes with a small taste of the customizations, outfits, and upgrades, and even some secrets you'll have to discover by yourself. From the very start, we planned Marvel's Avengers as an experience that grows with you as you play. The heart and soul of that is each Avenger, and as fans ourselves, we can bet some of our and your favorite characters.
How long into the game will we finally realize Cap's still alive?
I'm not in.
Oh, this I think this is the character reveal.
The character, the
Three
first character.
surviving Avengers.
Oh, that's been what you've been asking for.
That's why I told you, like, before we start, I'm like, I know, because everybody's like, let's be honest.
Finally.
He's been asked for since the first debut.
First debut.
Lies in the past.
Clint? Well, I guess that explains the shock arrow.
The Avenger they missed.
Yeah.
In the initial
They
lineup.
should have had it in the beginning, but
You gonna give us more on that?
You asked for it,
Okay.
and we're thrilled to bring him to you. When we started working on Hawkeye, the first thing we did was find the best comics and pull ideas that would fit into our post-Ada universe. One of our favorite runs is writer Matt Fraction.
Everybody's like, his run.
His run has been the best.
And we've taken some
was the
exciting
best.
ideas from it. So much so that Hawkeye has his own in-depth story mission chain, and it is unique from the main campaign because it can be played in co-op or solo, whichever you prefer.
Cool.
Hawkeye
We're still
is
working
your
on it.
first look at how the expanding world of Marvel's Avengers.
So they're giving him his own
continues to grow
story
as their
missions.
months.
It's like his own background where he's been.
Okay,
The
Avengers
reassembled
Initiative.
campaign is the story of Kamala reuniting the Avengers against the current AIM threat. On top of that, you get 6 heroes with the game at launch, each with skills to upgrade, gear, and outfits to earn and unlock. But after that, you enter the ever-present Avengers Initiative. This is where you extend the experience as the Avengers, protecting Earth
He's
from
an appreciative
all
hero.
threats and incursions.
It's 4.
Both the ones coming on day 1, and where new heroes, new missions, new regions are all accessible with your entire team roster, either
So there's
solo,
4.
AI heroes, or online with other players.
I think it's about 4 or 5 more after Hawkeye. You're at
August is Marvel's Avengers Beta month. We are ready and eager to play alongside you throughout August in the lead up to launch on
Really
September
want to
4th.
enjoy it. I really want this game to be good.
Me too. It still looks amazing. I just want it to be really good from the beginning.
I think right now for me where it suffers is like the character designs and like
when you get your hands
like
on
the
the game
how
yourself,
like
dive into the
the story.
jump online and play with friends, all starting on August 7th
Yeah,
through 9th
there you
on
go.
PlayStation 4.
21st,
And
yeah.
starting
Yeah,
August
see,
14th.
2 weeks later we
The
get it.
beta is meaty, but it's only a small part of the finished game. Enjoy a full-length campaign, more than 80 war zones, more than 50 enemy
Because it
types.
still hasn't really convinced me that it's like I gotta get the game. It still hasn't really.
It looks fun.
It looks fun. going so far.
But it's like one of those you have to have friends to really enjoy.
Yeah, to me that's what it is. That's all this
The
game
longer
is.
that you play the game, the more it grows and evolves as we add new characters like Hawkeye and new story content and regions, all at no
Well, one of the other
additional cost.
characters are promising could be Ant-Man. They showed him last year, and they still haven't shown him again.
They haven't shown much of him since then.
And one more
really.
thing.
One more thing.
We're also excited to reveal that we're working with Epic Games and the Fortnite team. So when you finish the Marvel's Avengers Beta, you will earn the Hulk Smasher's pickaxe with bonus Hulkbuster style in Fortnite.
For Fortnite
For more
players.
details, visit Fortnite.
Whoopity-doo!
Thank you for joining us for another Marvel's Avengers War Table. We'll be back with more news and probably some more surprises.
I'm going to talk to my friends, because we've been wanting a game where we can all start the base with. Feels like it could be this game. It
could
has
be.
the potential to be this
It could
game. That's the Cap. How long? How long into the game? How long into the story?
I'm not.
Bet, come on. But bet, how long? How long into the game?
I don't know.
Will we see?
I don't know.
Oh no! Cap's alive! Oh. So that was the Avengers War Table for July 2020.
Yes.
Definitely looks like it's gonna be the last one for quite a while until
Until the game comes out.
So beta mode gives you the tutorial level is the opening of the game.
Yeah.
It gives you gives you a couple war zones to play through.
And you can walk through the ship and to the war table
It
itself.
gives you a training room to play around with your friends in. It gives you more. Another advantage is that it gives you different varieties of missions early on in the game. Looks like probably like a quarter way into the game. Then after that, they're definitely trying to promise a lot with it.
They're doing the best they can. They did. It looks like they did hear from what some people had to say about the last one. We got more gameplay footage, a lot more compared to what we got from. Don't be honest, from the last War Table, and less frame ratey, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a bit definitely less frame.
Less frame ratey, so they probably definitely had to work a lot with that. But like I said, I think that's the only slight improvements they made on this one is that they gave us more what like people wanting.
There's still
more gameplay.
I know a lot of people still have their doubts with the story because like
they don't want the story to go by so fast.
The visuals, like a lot of people brought up a good point is like visually the character designs. I'm not going to bring up the stunt guy thing again. Oops.
Yeah.
But like Ultimate Alliance. I think the people bring up Ultimate Alliance 3, but that's what this pretty much is, Ultimate Alliance, because like their features are based off the comic books. It feels like they've been. I think my criticism is they went a bit too realistic with the visual characters.
Well, I think they're trying to give it to where let's have a chance. For those who can't. Since they, with everything going on, even then for like the films, there's a way where they can actually just create their own story for the Avengers here, video game wise. That's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to expand the universe of the Avengers, their storytelling through video games. And yeah, I understand the realism, and that's what they're trying to go with. Because some people prefer.
Because let's be honest, this is just Ultimate Alliance, but Ultimate Alliance with more of a Destiny style structure.
And and my problem with that is that I'm hoping the story is very lengthy. Because Destiny, you can fly through it like within a weekend through the story mode, or at least through it's like to me I would like them to have a very lengthy, drawn out story.
Campaign wise, this feels like at least 10, 15 hours.
Yeah.
Story campaign wise, this feels at least 10 to 15 hours. Additional stuff probably will close to double that.
Yeah, probably close to double. Because me, when it comes to stories like this with the hero, I really like the lengthy type of game.
Because one thing they didn't go over, they did hint at, is that there will be more story-based stuff coming post-launch.
Yeah.
But they also confirmed that it seems like they confirmed it. They only confirmed for Hawkeye is that each character coming post-launch will have probably their own set amount of story
mode, or like where they've been, where have they, like they said for Hawkeye, like where has he been throughout the whole after everything went down.
Yeah, and like I was telling you, this was the only thing I knew about before we started reacting to this, but it was like, no shit. it's like
was
people
obvious.
are wondering. It's like people watching enough MCU to know, the MCU films to know.
And now,
Hawkeye's a member of
to
that
be
group.
honest, I think the next hero it should be at this point, because it's obvious as well. It should be Ant-Man, because we've seen him one time,
Yeah.
and that's it. We haven't seen him ever since then. He's more of like a side character. I think last time we saw him, he was more just a side character, just assistance. I'm like, I wish that he would. I'm hoping he'd be the next character.
Yeah, they showed 4 slots.
About 4 or 5 slots.
We're assuming it's technically the first season pass of the game.
the first season of like.
So we got Hawkeye. Most likely another one's going to be Ant-Man. We already know we're gonna get Cap, and they keep on showing how Cap's playable. So it's like, okay, we're gonna find out Cap's still alive somehow. But like, so we know Hawkeye, maybe Ant-Man. I'm trying to think of like other characters. Like you could add Vision.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, another one. I think they're gonna focus more on the ones people know from the MCU. So,
And that's what I said. They're gonna stick to the ones that
Ant-Man
people,
and Hawkeye would be obvious.
Yeah.
War Machine could be another one. We could see Rhodey. Doctor Strange could be another one. What was the other one you said besides those?
I didn't mention anything else, but another possibility is Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel could be one. That could be a fun story mission with Ms. Marvel, because she technically is the one.
She was always inspired by
Captain Marvel, and they show in shots of when we see Kamala in the game, we see shots of posters of Captain Marvel.
So that's another potential character there as well.
Yeah, so that's could be another one. I'm trying to think of other characters. Because there's a whole.
There's a whole slew of them.
What would the biggest amazing? What would be a great surprise if they added an X-Men in there? Just add anybody. Fucking add a mutant.
Because there was only so far that I know of. Even when the Avengers eventually started, I think Wolverine was like the one that eventually joined. Was one of the first mutants.
Yeah, I believe Wolverine was like the first mutant to join the Avengers.
Yeah, to join the Avengers. So that would be honestly a good surprise for like the last character to unveil. Be Wolverine.
Ant-Man. You could have Wasp.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasp is another one you could have. You could probably eventually later down the road add a playable Nick Fury. We know he's in the game to some extent. So he could be a playable Nick Fury.
Maybe, but
like I said,
there's a slew of characters they can go off with, and I think for the first season, there has to be characters like you said from the MCU, and then the following season for another set of characters. Then they start bringing more characters of like, okay, let's look at characters that we haven't really seen in the MCU just yet, or ones that people have been asking to play or anything like that. To finally add them in there.
Yeah.
So, but. Like I said, though, this War Table was I could say a slight improvement. I could say.
I liked it mainly because it was just frying us for more content about what Avengers is going to provide. I definitely want this to be a game I want to enjoy with my friends. This is definitely one of those games where you have to play with friends. I know the other thing we brought up is companion AI, where it's not just the character, AI characters you're playing.
You have
fully customized and upgraded.
Yeah, the ones that you've upgraded, which I like, because it's like they're using their set of moves or set of stuff that you've assigned them, so you know how they're gonna play.
Hopefully, they have customizable loadouts for the characters.
Hopefully,
if they give that a customizable loadout, so like if you want your team to help you out with everything, you have a loadout for that. If you want to be more support, there's a loadout for that. If you want them to be like a mixture of both, there's a loadout for that.
Yeah, like more like depending on your play
or
style.
even like for your own character when you're going with friends, like you have customizable loadout. So like this is a custom outfit loadout for more of a defensive. This is more for like zoning.
Almost like what is it? What's it? That one game that Travis plays, my friend Travis plays all the time. The Division. Where it's like you can have different loadouts. You have like a heavy armor type of person, or you have somebody that's a full-on attack, or somebody does some resistance, or even support, like you just said. It's like you have different loadouts you can do with this character or set up, or you can save and just switch it out every to each one. But I don't know. Would you want to try for us to try to play the beta and try to do something with that, or no? I don't know. It's a potential. It's a possibility. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
There's still a lot of time left before the game officially comes out, because the game officially comes out in like September. We're getting a beta like 2 weeks before the game officially gets released.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we're not probably gonna pre-order this until like.
No. But I'm talking about more of the beta.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the folks at home.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not gonna like necessarily like pre-order it. We're gonna try the beta, then like go.
Is it a possibility? Is it something that we wouldn't mind getting and trying out, and possibly playing together, possibly maybe in the future down the road? Who knows?
Yeah, but suffice to say, I'm still wanting to try this out overall. Based on what they've shown so far, I'm still intrigued overall. Though there are some doubts in terms of visuals.
We are all still hoping that this game does well. We really do. I really hope it does, because there's so much potential with this game, so much they can do with it, and I really hope they do a good job, storytelling, but also just pleasing the fans for the content, but also the gameplay that everyone might see in a game, because who knows, maybe this is a lead into what DC may want to do, or maybe improve what Marvel's doing, and maybe try to improve on it, and for DC, for them to do maybe a Justice League game. You never know. But for now, we really are hoping for this game, and can't wait to try out the beta, and hope the beta does well.
So, other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about some video games about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this War Table. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Did you think it was an improvement from the last one? Or did you really not see anything wrong with the last one? I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Which hero would you want to play? Is it one of the ones you see here, or one of the potential ones that they're going to bring eventually to the game? What are your hopes for this game? What do you want? What is the one reason pretty much you would want to pick up this game? Let's put it this way. What are you hoping to see or play when this game actually does come out? Or even in the beta, what are you hoping for that really will convince you, I must buy this game and play it? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
And of course, with these very special SRBTV episodes, we don't know when the next very special one will be. But right now, it could be anything, so just look forward to that and our other SRBTV programming stuff as well.
Yes.
But until next time, folks, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has, of course, been a very Avengers-filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
If you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter
and Stardust
@SuperReactBros.